What's up, guys? Welcome back. Patreon request from Christina for her son. Godzilla full body. So I've drawn Godzilla a few times, kind of close up on his face, because it's kind of better for getting like his eyes and teeth are very small. So he wanted full body. So we got to sacrifice some detail to get a full body drawing. So let's give it a go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So his head, right? So up here, we're going to start with sort of a tick, sort of frown line, right? So it'll go like around here, right? And this eventually becomes like spikes, right? This sort of zigzag line that will go down his back, but it's kind of like lightning or something on the end there. So then Godzilla has this sort of section of bags or something in around his eye, right? So it kind of joins his nose, but it goes around here first, up to the back, right? We got all these lines inside here. And then his eye is inside here, right? So very small sort of eyes, right? We've got like a lizard eye in there. Right, so real teeny now, you can barely see it, and there's like all these texture lines and stuff around the eye in there. Like so, okay? So that's as much detail you can really put into an eye on this scale. And you want to color it maybe blue or something, make it look more like an eye. So then coming down from here, we got like some more of these sort of bags that he has around his cheeks. Another one. All the way down to like his mouth, sort of here. And this will have like little wrinkles and things on it. Okay, so then his snout comes out the front, very square snout, right? Comes out like that, curves down, and then it goes back into this wrinkle part of his mouth, right? So it goes like back this way. Then we have his nostril on the front here. It's kind of darker at the top. And then again, we have like lots of wrinkles on his skin around his nostril there. Just make him look like a lizard. Right. So then the top of the head comes around from this frown and kind of just bumps around here. And it'll eventually go down the neck and meet loads of spikes and things on his neck, right? Again, you can add some sort of frowns and textures to that, dots and dashes, wrinkles. So the bottom of his jaw comes around. Sometimes it can be spiky, sometimes not. But it generally comes down around like this, and then real square chin. Back up around his mouth, and then into his jaw there. Add a bit of texture to this as well. Maybe like a scar. I always like getting scars. Dots and dashes. Like so. And then teeth. Godzilla's teeth are pretty small. Just in here. And a bit of a skin thing on the side of the mouth. Right, and then bottom teeth. We should be able to see like a little bit of the mouth on the other side, just under here. Okay. So our neck comes down the front, down this way. And there's lots of armor and different gills and things coming down here, but we'll just get our main shape in first. So the back comes down here, right? The neck at the front. So we'll go, becomes part of the chest and then goes down behind his arms, sort of for the stomach here. So in the back comes down this way, but we start meeting like lots of spikes and things. So these scales. Right, coming down his back here. All right, and we'll kind of keep going. So we'll just get the main shape for the back in first. And then we'll add loads of bumps and scales and things. Right, and then we have, say like a big hind leg here. This is like his thigh. And then the calf comes down this way. Front of the leg here, down to his heel, that way. So his tail, well, we do the arms and the legs and then we'll add the tail. So we've got an arm up here, right? So shoulder muscles first, like that. And then an elbow comes out like so. And then we've got like a bicep and forearm situation down to his fingers there. And then the other shoulder just on the outside of his body here. All right, and then like there's a bicep and a forearm and the forearm underneath. Right, so while we're here, we might as well do fingers. So we curve around to a spiky finger here, back up, and then his thumb, spiky here, around to like the palm of the hand, I guess, sort of there. Big nails, and then spiky finger there. Like so, right, and then the next fingers on this, we can see a nail on that one, but the other one seems to be like hooked away, so like here, you can just see like the knuckles sort of on this. Maybe like a nail there. Okay. So then the body continues down to the groin. Like that, and then we have another leg sticking out to the knee. Where's that finger? You can see like a thumb there, I think. And then a thigh underneath coming out this way. And then maybe a calf muscle. And then a shin there. And then sort of the back of the foot down across the bottom. And he's got these like elephant-like nail stubby sort of toes, right? Sort of lines around them. You just see two on this side. And like textures on these. On the other one, we can see more of the front of the foot. So he's kind of like going this way. 2, 3, and a fourth, right? And these are just like sharp nails kind of sticking out this way. And then the top of the foot will just go back into there. And these have like all skin wrinkles and things on top of them. But again, I'll come back and just do all of that together, all that texture. So then the tail, right, so we go down this way and it's got like all these spikes on it. You kind of got to draw them in first. And then the tail kind of whips around back underneath the body, and then we have the bottom of the tail disappearing here. So it like curves around and then whips back that way again. So it goes like in behind here and then whips out. So these kind of spikes travel up inside here. I think you can see another one there. And then like out this way. And then there's no spikes right on the end, kinda. It's kind of like just scales and stuff. Like that. So they're the main shapes for all of his limbs and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do spikes along the back. Da, da, da. So starting at the head, right up near the head here. So we do it like smaller. And then they start to get like bigger. And they start to look like sort of coral reef type shapes, right? Let me just keep adding them now. And they join the ones at the tail then, all the way down that way. So these will have like spirally kind of lines, like textures like this all on them. Just these looping sort of layered kind of lines inside. Okay, that kind of a thing, right? All these textures all over them. Right, and then we have spines coming down from his head. So this line keeps going. We got 3 rows, right? So this one kind of keeps going and then it gets bigger and it joins, 1, 2, 3. It looks like it joins this one eventually, right? So you got like a big one here, like that. And then we've one coming down from like the corner of the mouth. And they eventually get like pretty big, so they like go down the body. And they join his skin. All right, they kind of look like pyramids, you know, on his back. And then I think we have one more row, right? But so like this row, it comes down kind of like gills, right? So it like goes this way. See, like this, right? So kind of 2 curved lines like this. Right. Right, so then we have armor on the throat, right? So you've got this section here, comes down like that, and then this has all armor lines on it going diagonally underneath the neck. And then we have like some shoulder lines there, and gills, we can't forget those, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and they're like this kind of shape, right? And they're kind of like bumpy, just coming around here. One, two, three, four, and a fifth. And these kind of have texture lines on them, and they join the throat just around the edge here. Okay. Then we have this turtle shell armor on the chest. So kind of like, so we'll go like around here for the bottom of it. It's like this triangle of like, they kind of look like abdominal muscles, right? So like coming around here. Right, and then that's all just scales around it. Okay, and then this will like continue sort of down, it looks like it continues down the abdomen. And we have like all these armor lines. Like that, okay? So then on his hands, right, and his fingers mostly, we've got like these sort of armor lines like this on the fingers, right? Right, and the fingers like so. And then coming down across the top here. It's like on the fronts of his fingers. Not really along the bottom. I think he's got them on his toes as well. So like, okay, and then on the toes here. Okay. All right, and then we got like some extra lines just around his thigh and things. Maybe some more sort of scales on his tail, right? So like coming around from each one of these. So like it looks like this line continues down that way, and then you've got like that. And then every now and then you could have like a pyramid like spike sort of on his back here. Okay, so there are main shapes with some textures. So like the armored parts, right, are like this. So then all we got to do is add like reptile-like texture skin all over. So the main way to do this, right, is it's called a vector. So what you do is you have two planes of shape. I know this is kind of complicated. Basically, say his leg here. So you'll do curved lines, broken ones because he's scaly, like a curved line following that thigh. And it makes it look a little bit 3D. So you're curving around. You're imagining the curvature of the shape. And then you go across like that, right? So you're doing your horizontal plane first. I'll do that first on the leg, and then I'll do it everywhere. And they don't have to be like perfect lines. They can be like bumpy and stuff. Even the more imperfect they are, the better even, right? So that's our horizontal plane going across, but it's curved over the object. The vertical then, we'll just do the leg first, just so you get the idea. And you want it to curve as well. So it'll curve like down that way, right? See that? So it makes everything look. So imagine like the lines on a basketball. Do you know what I mean? And you're just doing loads of those. Right? So that's your texture. That's all you really have to do. Okay? Then we do that everywhere, right? So I'll do it like on his leg here. Vertical lines. Right, and then say on his shoulder. Although I think Godzilla's female, I keep saying his. On the shoulder here. And then sort of around the chest and stuff up here as well. Right. So lots of these sort of. So then on the tail, you could have some just around the bottom here. And like on these. Then dots and things. Like so. So then you can keep going, doing as much as you want. You could add atomic breath if you want coming out here, of course, if he's just winding it up maybe, or he's roaring, little dots of spit and stuff. You could detail it up whatever way you like. But I think I'll leave it there. Godzilla. Full body. Thanks for the request, Christina, on Patreon. See you in the next one. Bye.